King Solomon.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another interview here on King Solomon Entertainment. Thank you guys so much for all your help and all of your support. We want to thank you guys for all of the support that I've been getting from you guys all over, and all the support that all of my supporters and my sponsors have been sending in. Today is no other, great interview. No other reason but another great interview today. We're so excited to have the guest that we're going to have on. But before we invite our guests on, we're going to do some house stuff, which is, make sure you guys subscribe. King Simon Entertainment across all platforms. Make sure you guys share this link. We are so excited to continue to bring you great content, great interviews, and today is no exception. You guys will thoroughly enjoy our guest today, who has been doing wonderful things in YouTube streams, internet, music, and all across the board. Before our guests come on, we want to thank you and make sure you guys have shared. The links are going across the screen right now. We are on YouTube, King Solomon Entertainment. We are on Instagram, King_Solomon_ENT. We are also on StreamYard, where you guys can follow us on StreamYard, as well as on streaming Roku and Fire Stick. King Simon Entertainment. Make sure you guys check us out, and if you want to support us directly, make sure you guys do that at this Cash App link right there. Support us directly. We are, thank you for your support. Thank you guys for all the comments. I see the people are coming in. Make sure you guys subscribe and share this link. Well, we are committed to giving you great interviews. We are committed to giving you great content, as well as just giving you great programming here on King Simon Entertainment. And if you're going to continue to do that, Hollywood Now platform, if you guys not familiar with that platform, that is our platform where we interview one-on-one Hollywood stars, influencers, and insiders, as well as those that make Hollywood what it is. We bring them on the Hollywood Now platform, as well as our philanthropy at its best platform, which is our nonprofit foundation, celebrity foundation, as well as regular people who are doing wonderful things in the charity area, as well as so many other programs. Just come, you guys, check us out. We have great things going on here, and today we want to really introduce you to someone who has really been doing their thing here on the internet, as well as YouTube, as well as being an entrepreneur, and as well as an artist. We're so excited to have him as he prepares to get on. I just want to give him a formal introduction. He had been doing this thing for quite some time now, and I just want you guys to get to know him as a person, him as an entrepreneur, him as as a YouTuber, as well as an artist. When he comes on, it's none other than the official King Payne is here and going to give us a great interview. We're going to get to know him a little bit better, and there he is, the official King Payne. How you doing, friend? Can you hear me? See the sound. I don't know, is it my sound or his sound, but we got the little sound. We're going to fix the sound. I don't know if it's his sound or mine, but we're going to.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
here. I'm here. I'm sorry. I had to. I just shared it real quick.
no. Okay. So, friend,
Hey, everybody.
who you are as a commentator, as a journalist, as a YouTuber, as an artist, also a stylist, entrepreneur. You do a lot of things, and you do all things well. And we just want to let the people know, our audience as well as yours, who may not know you in the person of who you are. I know you entertain a lot of people, but who is the official King Payne, the person? So we love to start our interviews of how did you get started, where you from, and the beginning.
Okay, absolutely. I would say that kind of always been into entertainment, singing, acting, dancing, and as a child, you are really, really motivated to do these things and be that person. But as you become an adult, you kind of lose sight of those things, and uh, 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 kind of focus on like what's right in front of you, like working and obtaining a place and a car and all the stuff, paying bills. You get um engulfed with real life. And I kind of, like I said, I kind of lost sight of like being an entertainer and doing music and all that stuff. And then um one of my friends came around, and he was a content creator on Facebook, and he kept telling me about YouTube, and he wanted to get into the YouTube space, and um how he thought I was so funny, and how he thought he wanted me to do it with them. And we've always had sort of a rocky relationship, and I didn't know too much about the YouTube. I honestly thought it was like a Caucasian thing, like it's for white people. And I was very standoffish about it because I didn't want to get on it. I thought that this was some sort of trick. He was trying to get me on the internet so he can poke fun at me, or just be weird. So I eventually got on the internet, and did a few videos with him, and he said that they were going viral. We were being well received and stuff like that. So I would eventually just not, start creating content with him, um, as friends or whatever. Um, and then, some of my supporters would reach out to me one day and be like, there's a really cool show called Chasing LA that I think that you should be on. And again, I always wanted to, be an entertainer. I took drama in high school, and, I always wanted to be on a reality show. Like I used to binge watch like Real World, that's what it's called, on MTV, and Road Rules and stuff like that. Like those were like the first reality shows with like Karamo. That was like the first gay man on reality TV. Like I watched all of that stuff. Okay, on period. Um, so when somebody hit me up, it was I don't want to say people's names, but somebody hit me up and was like, you should apply. So I applied. Um, and I went out there. They liked me. They called me back, and then I got it. So chasing LA kind of changed my life. It kind of put things in a different perspective for me, and it showcased me and my talent in a different light. I was already on YouTube, and like I said, I was being well received. Like my platform was growing, and um, my supporters, they were they loved me. So
Yeah.
um getting on Chasing LA was just, like a level up type of
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
I've been on Chasing for the past 2 seasons,
Yes.
and it's been an experience. Hollywood has been experienced. I'm not from Hollywood. I kind of lied on my application and said I was from LA. Um But no, I'm not. I'm completely new here. I feel like this is a foreign country.
Yeah.
I don't know where anything is. I don't know what tastes good. I don't know what restaurants are it. I don't know where the clubs at. I don't have no niggas out here. Only thing I have is it's me and the YouTube and my business. It's like that's all I do out here is just I work, 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 and then whenever I get invited to like a red carpet event, then I'll step out,
Right.
uh, which is a complete change from my life back home. Like
Mhm.
my life back home was great too. Like
Now,
I
where's home? Northern Cal?
Northern California, I had a successful career as a licensed barber, and dreadlock specialist. Had my own house, and I also have my own studio where I'll be working with artists and recording different artists every night. So, and then after that, I would go to the nightclub, or whenever I wasn't booked, I would go. I would be partying almost every night. So my days would be kind of like work hard, play hard type of thing. Like during the day, I'd be hustling, at the barbershop doing hair or whatever. At night, I'll be, hustling at the studio, and then, um, probably hit the after hours or whatever. And then, when I came to LA, all of that kind of changed.
Mm.
I don't like going out here. It's different. Outside of the Hollywood events, I go to those, but like the regular nightclubs, it's just different. You know, it's different going out and not knowing everybody. You
Yeah.
know, back home, everybody knows me. And then here, a lot of people know me still, but it's not the same. Like, it's not. The environment is different. The vibe is different.
Yeah.
So.
The club vibe really never have picked back up post COVID anyway. So
Mm.
for everybody, even the locals here, I don't think anybody has really have been like engulfed back into the totally into the club scene. But you know, it's gonna take some time for it to really come back like it was. But
Yeah.
yeah, you've been really notarized and noticed prior to the reality show opportunity. People were loving your platform. People were tuned in. That, like you say, they thought you was very humorous. They thought you was funny and very talented. So sometimes we can't see it ourselves because we're too busy doing being us. You know what I'm saying? But you was well received, and
I
then
don't think I'm funny. I don't think I'm funny at all. I don't know. I don't know why people think I'm so funny. Like, I've never thought I was funny. I just started thinking I was funny like as of recently, but I always thought that like I'm always been a serious, like even a lot of times when I'm being funny, I'm serious and everybody
right,
thinks it's just like hilarious. I'm like, oh,
right.
okay.
But going to the reality show, you really held your own. I think that's what refines us. Like when there's pressure against us, and whether you was misunderstood or whether you were playing a part, or whether they say, "Well, amp it up," or whatever they say. I know editing plays a part. I know them directing is scripted, but as well as unscripted, and they will say, you know, amp it up or do this. And I know you have to kind of make it seem like it's organic, but that's challenging, and also come across as funny or as whatever they wanted you to deliver. And you seem to nail it because across the board, a lot of
Well,
people doing that. You guys had a big ensemble first season, second season, and you know, those that stood out, you know, I think stand out because they really have what it takes.
yeah. Well, as far as things being organic, everything I did was organic. Like, I don't know how to fake
Yeah.
being real. So, you know, I honestly came, and you know, my whole thing was to be myself. Like, you know, especially coming into a city where you don't know anybody.
Right.
Like, it was never my goal to come in like, oh bitch, this is my city. I run motherfucking LA. Bitch, I don't know not a motherfucking thing about LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so when people were trying to paint me as this person, oh, he's trying to run the girls, like, I don't I gave everybody an equal opportunity to get to know me. The whole thing about me is, you know, I don't give people multiple chances to cut me. You
Right.
know, my mom kind of, you know, she raised me to believe that, you know, you either stand for something or you fall for anything. So I've never had an issue being the only person um, standing for what I believe in. So, you know, like, being challenged on the show is nothing to me. I literally grew up in the public eye, so you know, I have no problem being in front of people, expressing myself in front of people. Like, my mom is a barber also, and I grew up in the shop, so you know,
Yeah.
like I was always in front of people. Like, I get in trouble at school, and I have to go to the barber shop, and you know, if you know, if I'm in trouble, it don't matter who around, nigga, you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I never had an issue being in front of people,
Yeah.
living my life in front of people, because I've always been in front of people.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I
so
kind of
So
go
give
ahead.
us like of what the show was like. I know you briefly talked about the auditioning process, and then of course the challenging with other cast members. But we that was tuned in, we see sometimes you could be friends with someone and then it will go left, but you still stood your ground, and maybe you may reconcile, but things may never be the same. But you just keep it pushing. What's that like? You know what I'm saying? When you were friends, you were cool with somebody, then all of a sudden now you guys are like nemesis on the show, and you trying to get back to where you were. Probably you never will, but that's also content, and that's also why people tune in. What was that like, you know, being friends with people, then not being friends with people, and still have to do your part making the show great?
I'm glad that you asked that question, because you know, that was very weird. Like I said, I came in trying to be everybody's friend.
Yeah.
I came in very open, like, you know, I don't know nobody here. I'm trying to get to know everybody. I'm trying to put you in my mindset. Like, I was a partier. Like, I partied all the time. So I'm trying to meet people. I'm trying to party. I'm trying to figure out where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking these people know where it's at.
Okay. Oh,
but as far as being friends or whatever, what I learned is that none of these girls are your friends. When in the reality realm, none of these girls are your friend. They're all looking for a moment. They all want to be that girl.
yeah,
And if you are deemed that girl, then you are
right.
a threat. They deem you a threat. So your friends will then turn you. Oh, so many people fell out with me because people were trying to say that I was the it girl. I was the Nene of the show.
Right.
So people that came with the energy that they wanted to be the Nene, they didn't want to be my friend no more. Oh, they stopped fucking with me. Oh, they cut me off so cold. Like, oh, I'm not fucking with him. Like, we literally would have a sit down after one of our filmings. We all went out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm.
And we went around the table and everybody said the characters that they thought they was from the Real Housewives. When it got to me, I said that I was Phaedra because I love Phaedra win. Phaedra got all the money win. Phaedra, anybody, if you've been following me, know I love Phaedra.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh no, hell no, 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 no. You Nene. You Nene.
Wow.
So the guy next to me, it went to him, and he was like, "Oh, well, I thought I was Nene," but and then everybody was like, "Oh no, 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 you're Cynthia." So this the same guy that stopped talking to
I-
me
I-
afterwards. So basically, they made him the Cynthia to my Nene, and girl, he stopped being my friend after that. I was like, "Girl, please."
Crazy. But that's again, you became a fan favorite, and prior to becoming a fan favorite, you became an ensemble favorite. It seemed like the ensemble was visualing you are the one that was consistently funny on camera and consistently being entertaining. And it's kind of like that's what they look for because you don't know until you start filming what you got. A lot of times you just say, hey, let's shoot. And then when you look at the material, it's like, oh, this guy is definitely funny. He holding his own because even under the pressure, you didn't break. So that just let people know that's who you really are. And so who you really are is funny. Who you really are is entertaining. And when it's pressure, you don't break, and you still it's the same character. Some people change when we all have. A lot of us, when pressure comes, we're not the same, and it took the process to come out of it. But your personality didn't change. It didn't break. You was still funny. You were still consistent. You were still nailing the one-liners, and you kind of on, And so that's what make a great talent, great creative. And so that was amazing. You did that. And so what is the creative process like for someone like the Fisher King Payne who think of the name, who a lot of people say it's animated, the characters, like with the dust mop, and where do the crown, where do all this stuff come from? Was this all just a part of this externalism, an extension of your personality? Was it created? What was that like? What
You
it come
know, I pray,
uh,
and I walk by faith. A lot of me came from just doing it. That's why I tell people you just gotta do it. Like when you go live, you don't know what you're about to say, you don't know what you're about to do. You just gotta do it. A lot of the stuff that people love so much was made right up
mm,
on the spot, on air, in that moment.
mm,
Like my jingle, a dusting we will go, a dusting we will go, hi ho the Dario, a dusting we will go. Like I made that up on the spot,
yeah,
on air, and people just loved it.
yeah,
Like my other song, Under the Tree.
mm,
I made that up on the spot, on air. Like, girl, I don't write this stuff down. I'm not,
right,
doing nothing. I pray before I listen to gospel music.
mm,
Then I pray. Then I read some Bible scriptures.
mm.
Then I go live. Okay, go period. That's what that was. If I could attribute it to anything, I would attribute my success and my funny to God. Because that's I think that's what sets me apart from a lot of people. Like that's I'm grounded in my faith.
Yeah, yeah. And so, and what faith is that? Christian,
Oh yes, I'm a Christian.
Christian. Okay.
Sold out for Jesus. Yes, it did.
And so the faith is something that not necessarily you fall back on, but in the sense of when the going gets tough, the tough get going. But the faith is there to remind you to keep going. The faith is there to strengthen you. And you it's like the practical part of faith, like when it's really tested, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's not easy, and a lot of times you do horn in on faith, and you even do that on the platform as well. So that's very important as well, to see what you made of, and then when they see that you made a person of faith, and that's the strength behind it, and you get that credit to your faith.
My pastor always said, "What's in you will come out of you." So, um, I that just played back in my head over and over. When I was coming to moving to LA to
Yeah,
film, like what's in me will come out of me. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, type of thing. So,
yeah,
um, I was never, like I said, a lot of people think that I put on for the camera. I never came to put on for the camera. I honestly came to be myself. I came to show the world what's in me.
yeah,
What my parents, what a great job my parents did. What a amazing job my pastors did. You know how great God is. Um, we all are lifing, you know what I'm saying? None of us perfect. We get into arguments, we get into debates. The only difference between me and you is that mine's are on TV.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. So you would credit your consistency. 'Cause sometimes you want to stop or take a break or just give up, but your consistency of you continue to move and to do YouTube is also credited to your faith as well. Correct?
No, I mean, yeah, I feel no, I will, yes and no. I know that I'm doing the right thing because I feel like this is my purpose. Like through my conversations and my meditation.
Yeah.
Um, but also, my family, like if you ask them the reason why I do it, the reason why I keep going, I got a family, I got bills, um, my livelihood, um, you know, uh, like I really enjoy being an entertainer, but
Yes.
there's a part of me that wouldn't do it if I wasn't getting paid,
Mm, Gotcha.
and that's what everything all the way across the board. I don't care what it is, and like you need money to live. Like, people want, and I feel like people want to take things from you. Like I've always experienced people wanting, and I've been a person that do a lot of stuff, be a part of a lot of stuff for free. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Like, oh, I volunteer here and I volunteer there, and people will use you up.
mm,
And then, when they get an opportunity, they forget all about you. Um, I told myself
yeah.
when I graduated from college that I wasn't going to be that girl no more.
Mm,
Like, I'm not gonna, like, you have to know your worth.
yeah.
My license added value to my name. I don't
Mm,
have to do nothing for free.
mm, yeah. You
Period. Like,
you
I
choose
put in the work.
you choose what you want to do for free. You choose what you want to do for free.
Nobody wants to work for free.
Yeah. 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 But
I
if
mean,
you
if you're an entertainer, entertainment is your job.
yeah,
That's just like me. For me, I compare it to my business as hair because
yeah.
that's what I'm doing throughout the day. Like I'm either doing hair, or I'm live on YouTube, right? So YouTube for me had to be for me to be on here, like to have to compete with my hair business.
Mm.
So uh trying to forget. I'm
You love
trying
passion, love to do it, but you need to pay. You need to make the money. So the competition with the hairstylist, you making money as a hairstylist, but the money came gradually from your platform. But it still was a back and forth compete, like manage your time well.
So yeah, even like with the hair, that's what I was saying. People
Yeah.
always want to get their hair done for free or whatever, but it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do hair? This is my business. This is what I do. I
Yeah.
went to school for this. This is my
Yeah.
passion. Like even with the entertainment, people want you to be live all day from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. But for me, it's like, okay, if it's not making money, it's not making sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes we in the live or whatever. But I do have my supporters that have memberships and we'll do our secret lives and stuff like that. But that's the reason I do that because um time of what I've learned as a barber is time is money. Even in entertainment, time is money. Time is
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Period.
So you have come on to the YouTube scene. You cover trending topics. You cover current events. You cover whatever you want to talk about. I think that's the transition. When you come on, you concentrate on one particular thing, or you may cover everything. But once you become a name, or once you become comfortable and good at what you do, you can talk about whatever you want, and people will tune in. People will listen. And I believe you have made that transition because people will listen to you talk about whatever you want to talk about, and they still love it because you're entertaining. But for a
I don't
second,
want to talk about everything. I don't want to talk about whatever I want to talk about,
right,
and I do know that. I do know that people will listen to, but people are weird on the internet. You can't. Everybody don't need to know everything about you, and um, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I'd rather stick to like the gossip and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
People always ask me, "Oh, you should do a story time. You should."
right,
Why?
right.
Why?
No, definitely made it your own. And like I say, whatever you choose to talk about, people do listen because they like the way that you break it down, like the way that you commentate. So that's what it is. But for briefly, I want to talk about in doing your platform. Somehow you came um, a part of the beast, what they call beast sector, where YouTubers are going at it. How do you think, or why, in your own words, how you would you articulate how did you end up being a part of that sector?
Because I didn't know it existed. I didn't know anything about YouTube when I got on YouTube. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I landed here and I just spread out.
Hmm.
Period. Like, girl, who gonna check me when? That's what happened. Like, I got up my first video, one of my first solo videos I made. I was roasting Wiley because he had came for me, and from then I made a bunch of roasting videos, but it
Yeah.
was about different people. Sometimes, a lot of times, it was about Wiley because he got on my motherfucking nerves because we was having our back and forth and at that time. Um, so I mean, I kind of came into YouTube through the beef sector, and I
Hmm.
didn't know that that's where I was at, type
Hmm.
of thing. And when I was beefing with Wiley, and then other people would come. I feel like I would tell people, I said, I feel like this shit is Mortal Kombat. If you remember back in the day on Mortal Kombat, I don't know if you remember that game, but they used to have this tower, and then they had all the characters going up the tower. And at the top of the tower, you got the master right
Yeah.
there. I feel like new levels, new devils. Period.
Yeah.
Each character I defeated, another one comes to step up. Even now, I might be on motherfucking level 20 motherfucking 3. But as soon as I defeat this motherfucker up here, there's gonna be another dusty critter to come step in line that I gotta whoop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta whoop them all. Period. You gotta, and then it's not, and then what you gotta learn about entertainment. It's not
Yeah.
about whooping everybody. It's about maneuvering. Sometimes you gotta maneuver around certain individual. Some people are roadblocks, and
Mhm.
they want to keep you right where you're at because that makes them feel comfortable. For some reason, people feel like if you make it, they're not gonna make it. If you make it, oh, there's not gonna be space for me.
Right. Right.
Oh,
Right.
when King Solomon make it, bitch, oh, it's over for me. There's nothing left for me.
Yeah.
And I've never been that type of person. A lot of people think with the like with a mindset of a glass half empty. I've always thought with the mindset of a half full or an overflowing mindset. So I've never I never had like a mindset of like lack, like, oh, this not gonna work, or I just always just
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
been positive. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Somebody else, not wanting to watch you don't have anything to do with me, or the fact that if I'm not being watched, that don't mean you will be watched. So I don't know why people make that connection of me doing bad or you doing good is going to reflect one way or the other. It don't work like that. You have to work on your own platform, your own craft, and the challenge of keeping your platform and keeping it, people watching it, that's a challenge that every platform face, and that's just the work you got to put in. So I don't know why people think that somebody else's demise going to mean their success. I don't know why.
People, I'm glad you brought that up. These people don't want to work for nothing. We live in a time of instant gratification, so they feel like, oh, if I could talk about him and people can see me, and people are so self-centered these days. They think they're the the bee's knees when, oh, if I can just get these eyes on me, they're gonna look at me and they never gonna leave, even though I have no talent.
Right,
I
right,
haven't been working on my craft. I don't
right,
know how to keep an audience. I don't
right,
know how to, like, put in the work first. I think that's the thing that I did. I took baby steps.
right,
I took the back seat. I was I would say more of like an intern for like the first couple years I was even on YouTube. I wasn't interested in making no money. I was just interested in
right.
learning as much as I could. I stayed. I played my position as a co-host, and I learned as much as I could.
And
And
a
when
lot
it was time for me to step out on my own,
of people
I
had
had
gig.
a good.
A lot of people don't know that you started early on, then you stopped, you came back.
Yeah.
So you had already been doing it years prior. You know what I'm saying? So then you go out, you grow some more, you live some more, you come back, you can get to bring all
It
that back.
wasn't that I never stopped. I wasn't that I stopped. It was a constant battle between YouTube and hair.
Got you.
It's
Got
still today. It's a battle between. I was doing the reason I pushed you back is 'cause I was doing hair, and then I was like, okay, I got my YouTube video, and then I
you.
was like, well, I need to work. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
I need to push him back so I can get my work in today, so I can make my money today. Okay,
no,
I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't mind coming to do a show with you, but I
yeah,
gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm
no.
saying? So I
I
was like,
no, because I'm patient because I have people that help me, but then I don't have people to help me. So if I don't have my guests, if I don't go get them, I won't have them. And so my in front of the camera is totally different from my behind the camera because I don't get the people that I get to come on. If you watch my platform, that's not easy. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sure.
Do that myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't put in work, but it's still not easy because everything that you said, I experienced that from a lot of people that everybody that come on. It don't happen right away. Even if you get a big name, it's still not going to happen right away. You know what I'm saying? Because people are getting their money, people are living their lives, family, etc., etc. So, but you have to be persistent. And so here we are, and I'm so glad that you decided to come. This is what makes it all worth it. I want to ask you about
Absolutely.
I want to ask you about your vision, your goal, because whether you know it or not, I remember when you was um, maybe 4, 5,000. Now you at 20 plus, and the goal is to grow bigger and bigger. Like, what is the official King Payne vision and goal for his platform moving forward?
My vision and goal for my platform is, you know, I want to grow into a position to where I can, really, really make a difference for the Crown family, my family, the community. Um, you know, I want to, be able to employ people. I want to start this network. Um, I want to also open up, safe houses, and I really want to make a difference in the world. And I can't do that until I feel like I feel like I'm almost there. Um, I feel like I just got to keep on pushing. I feel like I'm not quite in the position. I don't feel like there's a number. If you're looking for like a number, like I'm not looking to be like at 100,000 or a million. I really don't care about the number. As long as the Crown family stand behind me, that number is completely irrelevant. Um, like I said, I just want to grow up my platform, in a way to where the people that support me and the people that around me, um I can they can grow with me in a
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, that's amazing. And I know you have learned a valuable lesson about friends and this that does the same thing as far as bloggers and YouTubers. It really have taught you a lesson about friends and who you really your friends are. And so, what is your new perspective on that? When people say I want to collaborate with you, when people say that's my friend, because I know you use it as a term of endearment, and that just again part of your personality. You say, "Hey, friend," but I know you don't take that lightly because I know you've been through a lot.
I, I honestly, when people say, people use it as a term of endearment. um I honestly feel like everybody's my friend until you're not.
Mm,
When I'm
mm,
calling you friend, I mean friend.
yeah.
Until you're not my friend. um
No, good. That's good.
What I learned about friendship though is it has to be reciprocated.
Absolutely.
Um, you know, a lot of people ignore the signs. All the signs be there. You know what I'm saying? You could be you just some. You know, I feel like for me personally, I've been an amazing friend to so many people who have
Mhm.
been shitty to me.
Mm,
You know, treating me any old kind of way as if that they would never lose me. You know,
mm,
um, and then when they lost me, they 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 got mad. Like you the one made like I was such a horrible friend this whole time. You the one didn't appreciate me,
mm,
and now I don't want to fuck with you no more.
mm,
You're mad.
mm. Yeah,
That you know that was even more confirmation for me that you know
yeah, yeah,
I wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that, you know. I have so many people, like, I have so many friends, like there's so many people that love me, you know. I'm the friend, I'm the person that you call when you need something.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
People are so many people depend on me. That's why I said I don't I do I you know, I do this because I have a lot of people that depend on me, a lot of people counting on me. You know, sometimes I wish I never got into this because maybe I would so many people wouldn't have so much, you know, you know, when you know be expecting so much. But now that I've been thrusting myself into this arena, you know, the expectations are there.
yeah. No, because everybody, if you're a giver, a lot of people tend to gravitate towards you because you're a giver. And lots of times when you become what they call a pushover, because if I ask you enough, if I keep asking you, then of course you will lean and you'll give in. So that's what the pushover is. So a lot of people gravitate towards those that are givers, and that if I keep asking, if you say no or let me see or whatever, you come back with, because you really like let me see, because you are really saying it in a moment, and are you transparent about it, because if it's no, it's no. But if you got it, let me see, or you'll try your best to be there for people. But people will keep pushing because I know he's a nice person, and then eventually you'll give in because he'll push over if I keep
Yeah, I have
acting.
to stop doing that. I have to stop doing that. That's absolutely my personality. Like if
Yeah,
you ask me enough, I would, but I have to stop doing that. You know, as a boss, like you know, I
no,
have
no,
to boss up. You know,
yeah,
especially being here in Hollywood and standing on my own 2 feet. Like, don't nobody
no,
help me with nothing. Like, I pay all the bills around here.
no,
You know, so when you know, like people do, I mean, and people are used to me being that guy. Like you
yeah,
know, like I've lost a lot of people, friendship wise, but you know,
yeah.
I had to cut them off because you know I
No,
got to think of myself.
and it always tends to be people. If it's them, they would not give you anything, and
Nothing,
it's written in stone. Well, I'm not gonna give it. It's like the the position that the disposition that they have, and I mean it, and it's doubled down, and I'm not gonna give it. And it's like almost like it's understood. Don't ask them because they ain't gonna give it. And it's like, but they'll come right back and ask you over and over. It's like, what is going on here? And it seems like those people don't ever give anything. And it's like, how long do you think it's gonna last? That I'm gonna give you and you're not gonna I can't ask you for nothing. So yeah, family, friends, foe, all the same. And it's like
period.
something gotta give, or not. No, not give, right?
It just, you know, it just
Amazing.
needs to be reciprocated. You should give, if
Absolutely.
you know, to those who give to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if it's coming down to giving, like, you know, you should spend time with the people that want to spend time with you. You know, you should talk to the people that want to talk to you. Like, stop
Ab-
chasing after people that don't feature you. That's really what that means. That's what a friend is. A friend is
ab-
somebody that features you. You know, that wants to be around you, and you want to be around them.
Yeah, absolutely.
A
Well,
friend is not somebody that you tolerate or somebody that you only have around because you're benefiting off of them. A friend is somebody that you genuinely want to spend more and more time with because
absolutely. I agree. I totally agree. And thank you guys for tuning in. This is the official King Simon Entertainment here on our KS News platform. We're going to hop off and we're going to come back on because we do want to talk about some other stuff. I just didn't want to mess up this interview, or not really mess it up, but just convolute it with I guess salacious gossip or just trending topics that's going on, because I felt like he deserved this interview. People get to know a little bit better who the official Kingpin is, what he contribute, the fact that we like his entertainment, we like what he's doing on his platform as an entrepreneur. If you ever got your hairstyle or cut by him, the music, and just him as a person, and it's let you in a little bit more of who the official King Payne is. I felt like he deserved it, and I'm hoping after this interview, you guys got to know him a little bit better, because although he's entertaining, he's still a person, and he's doing wonderful things, and we just want him to continue to grow, like we know he will, and do great things. I forgot to even add, he's a reality TV star now. He's on reality TV, and the show is doing well. Hopefully, come back for the third season. And like I said, he brought him back because he was good. Now, I don't think they would continue without him. Hopefully, bring him back for a third season, and he just continue to do amazing things, and hopefully go out for other things, and get an agent and keep going. We want to see him on more stuff. He's very entertaining, and I want to thank you so
And
much.
that's definitely the goal. I'm definitely going to get an agent. I'm definitely going to keep going. I'm definitely going to get on more reality shows. I'm trying to get in movies. I want to be a movie star. I always wanted to do movies. I'm sort of a comedian in a sense. I feel like I could play roles like Jamie Foxx and Bernie Mac and Martin. I feel like I have that type of funny. I feel like I have that type of presence, like Kevin Hart or whatever. So that's what I'm going for. I'm gonna get there.
Absolutely, it's a craft. We all have to perfect our crafts, and it just work at it. It's work. Like he say, it's work, and nobody can take that from you. You put the work in, and it shows. You're just going to continue to expand across all genres and across all stages. And it's amazing. We want to watch you and watch your journey while you do it, and I'm sure you're going to continue to make those types of moves. So we're excited, and everybody know who he is. You can find him on all social media platforms. The Official King Payne. Let them know where they can find you at.
You
And
find me everywhere, at the Official King Payne everywhere. Okay, on period. TheOfficialKingPayne.com. The Official King Payne right here on YouTube. The Official King Payne on every streaming platform. It's the Official King Payne. It's up and it's stuck. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And so, King Simon Entertainment across all social media platforms. Make sure you guys share this link, subscribe. If you want to support us directly, there you go. And we just want to hop on and hop off, hop right back on. I promise you, you don't want to miss it, because here comes the real gossip after this. We're just going to talk about what's going on in trending topics. A few more minutes. I'll see you in a minute. Thank you so much, King Payne, for giving me this wonderful, great interview. I hope you like it. Make sure we just, continue to do what we do. And I thank you so much for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Talk to you soon.
All right, then. There you guys go, man. Make sure you guys share this link. Share this link. Make sure you guys subscribe across all social media platforms. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is King Simon Entertainment, Hollywood Now, The Cultural Scribe, and also Philanthropy at its best. Check us out. Thank you guys so much for all your support. King Simon Entertainment. Thank you guys.